personality disorder is a disorder in which the people that suffer from it have difficulties managing their emotions, and sometimes they've learned sort of ineffective ways to manage that emotion and to ease their suffering. So they might have really troubled relationships or engage in some dangerous behavior to try to manage those emotions and feel better.
Research shows that about 1.6% of the population has borderline personality disorder, and it might even be as high as 5.9%. So that what that translates into is about 4 million people in the United States with borderline personality disorder.
A person develops BPD typically through two major factors combined. So one of them is having the biological sensitivity or vulnerability to feeling extreme emotions. They just feel them much easier for much longer periods of time. And then that combined with an invalidating environment, meaning either their friends, family members, teachers, other people just around them probably didn't understand what was going on and why the person was feeling such an extreme emotion at a particular time. So the person might not have provided that reassurance or that validation that person needed. So that combined over multiple years, multiple different situations, it makes it really difficult for the person to be able to learn how to be effective and how to use different skills with communication, with regulating their own emotions, with being able to tolerate distress, and so that all that just it creates this pattern of just behaviors that in the end makes a diagnosis of BPD.
I enjoy working with clients with borderline personality disorder because I got into the mental health field with an intention of helping people who are experiencing the worst suffering. My heart just goes out to them, and I really wanted to help those who are struggling the most, and clients with BPD struggle a lot.
So it's really hard for me to pick one success story. One that comes to mind is a former client who, when I worked with her, she struggled with suicidal ideation, and she was a student in college, and she really struggled with getting herself to classes. So she was actually at risk of being kicked out of her school because of this. So not only did we successfully get her to graduate from college, and we got her suicidal ideation in a much more manageable place, she just recently contacted me and let me know that she was accepted into graduate school and is going to school to become a therapist herself.
My name is Brittany House, and I am one of the DBT fellows here at St. Louis Center for Family Development, which means that I'm part of the one-year fellowship program where I'm getting some really intense training on DBT, which is great. As part of that, I see a smaller number of clients, like 4 to 6, and then I run the adolescent group on Wednesday nights.
So I'm Emily Dreyer. I'm a licensed professional counselor. I am the supervisor of clinical services, so I provide outpatient therapy to adults and adolescents. I supervise, and I'm also the point person of our crisis stabilization program.
My name is Rivka Hawaringa, and I'm an outpatient therapist here, and I run 3 different DBT skills groups.